welcome. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name's Morgan, and I'm a 6th grade math and science teacher. And I also love all things Disney. I see a lot of people in the chat. So excited to have you. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Nina. We'll see her soon. Hi, Tammy from Theme Park Vets, the Disney Housewife, Mealic Adventures. Meglet is a geek. Hi, and Seth. Hey, what's up, guys? So we have a lot of awesome friends that are here with us. I'm going to introduce them one by one into the chat. So who am I going to pick first? I feel like a certain friend doing this. So I'm going to pick him.
I'm first.
Yes.
This is thrilling. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, is it just me? What do I say? Do I talk about myself? Is this my moment to plug myself? Sweet. Okay.
Who you are and what your channel is.
Cool. Here we go. Ahem. Hi, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and I'm from Teacup for One. It's a channel where I talk about all things Disney, Shakespeare, Funko Pops, film, cats. There's really no binding factor aside from me and this teacup and my little droid friend. So yeah, this is my first live stream of the year. Super exciting. And look, it's all of our friends.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good. The attention's back on me, as it should always be. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Teacup for One. Check us out. I'm hopefully going to be doing a lot more live streams based around movies this year, which is something I started doing last year. That was super exciting. I want to bring back the Teacup for One movie club. The first project is going to be Oscar films, but I have to wait to see what's announced. And I really hope one of them is West Side Story, because I want to do a West Side Story live stream.
Awesome. And here's another friend who we are so lucky that he joined us.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jake. I'm from Jake's Disney Afternoon. Forgive me a little bit tonight. The COVID found me, and I'm struggling to get here, but I really wanted to do this, so I'm super excited to be included. I do all kinds of Disney stuff.
They're requesting a song, Jake.
Oh, God, why? I don't have a voice right now. We'll just have to go with.
How about some Bonnie Tyler?
Can we do a duet of a Disney afternoon theme song?
Yeah,
Gummy bears.
Absolutely, all day.
Oh my
long.
gosh, gummy bears, absolutely.
Gummy bears. I've got my music book back here. I know. What else am I supposed to say? I'm sorry.
Just what your channel is.
Oh. Yeah, so my channel is I do all kinds of particularly vintage and retro Disney on my channel. I love the old box swap. Looking at a few new things for this year that I'll be talking about soon. Some interviews with different collectors and things like that, focusing on sort of the niche markets that people cover and kind of diving into that a little bit more. So yeah, come check me out. And hopefully I'm doing a giveaway that I was in the middle of a 3-part series. COVID hit. I've got 1 part up. 2 parts are coming soon, but you definitely want to go check that out.
Awesome. And here's another friend. Oh no, is she frozen again?
Uh-oh.
The cold never bothered her anyway.
Chloe is in the middle of a windstorm, so she is in and out. But we'll come back to her. Go ahead, Lauren.
Hey, my name is Lauren, and I'm with Castlescapes and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We do a lot of talking about Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. I do a lot of unboxings on my show. There's 2 shows that we have. Mine is Lauren's Adventures Out There. My cousin Rich has Hyperspace Hijinks, where he talks a lot of Star Wars. One thing that I'm particularly excited about is I have a new segment called From 0 to 60, where I will be talking about watching and talking about every film in the Walt Disney Animation Studios canon. So all 60 films.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Here. Okay. Woo.
We're going to try this. Hi, everybody. I am Chloe from one half of Chloe and Dan. My husband and I have our YouTube channel, which is mostly our Disney trips. So right now we are posting our November Disney trip that we went on. Obviously in November, we went on a Virgin Voyage cruise and went to Disney World. So those are going up on our channel right now. And it's interspersed with lots of Bippity boxes and our pug Joy, which we love her so much. But yeah, that's what we have going on our channel right now. And if I'm spotty, I apologize. We have a bad windstorm here, so I'm probably going in and out.
You're good. You're good.
Awesome. Hopefully it stays that way. It's driving me crazy.
And last but certainly not least,
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
My name is Nina.
Yay.
My channel is Wrestling with Disney because I love both wrestling and Disney. They don't normally cross together, but on my YouTube channel, they do. So for Disney, I really love Disney pins. I have a Figaro pin video coming up, all my Figaro pins updated for the year.
I love
So just love doing the pin content, the pin tags. Like Jake, I love the good old box swap. So it's all about Disney when you're not at Disney with some wrestling.
of course. That's awesome. All right. So we are all here together to talk about all things Vlogmas. If you guys have any questions about Vlogmas, feel free to put them in the chat. I think the chat's that way for you guys. So just put them all in the chat for us, and we will do our best to answer them. But to start off, I figured we just go around, and I wanted to know what kind of Vlogmas did you guys all participate in? Did you participate in Vlogmas? And did you make it to the end of Vlogmas? Because there's many different versions of Vlogmas if you guys aren't familiar. So I'll start. I did the traditional 24 days of Christmas. So December 1st to the 24th. When I looked it up on Google, that's what it told me to do. So that's what I did. And I didn't overcommit to the 25th. And I made it every single day. I got a video up. That was a challenge.
Yeah.
So let's go to I think this is right, left. Lauren, go ahead.
I did 25 days of Vlogmas.
That's because we're cool, Lauren.
Yeah, exactly. I had a box swap for the 25th anyway, so it was it worked out and was a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't do it at all. At all. Yeah, I'm the slacker on today's stream, and I'm proud of it. No, I considered doing it. I did. I considered doing 24 days. I considered doing 12 days. Then I decided to not do any of that, and I just put stuff out as I had it available. And I thought it would be easier to do this year because I had like 5 videos worth of pre-made content that I was broadcasting from last year. But instead, I kind of just redid that and then had a couple videos that I wanted to do that happened. And otherwise, I just enjoyed everyone else's Vlogmas and my Christmas.
And you just produced a little adaptation of Scrooge.
I did. Oh, but that was last year. That's why I thought I could do. That's why I thought I could do Vlogmas, because I had that bumper of like 5 days worth of content, and then it didn't happen. And yeah, like I have more in-depth reasons. Do we come around to those later, or do I say them now?
Yeah, we'll talk about why you did or didn't do Vlogmas later. Don't worry, I got you. So we got Disney Pin Love coming in. They did Vlogmas. So did Milik Adventures. We got Stitching Up with Disney. Hi. And we got Our Paradise Falls, who are here, who did not participate in Vlogmas. So they're right there with you, Matt. We have Milik is a Geek, or Megla is a Geek. She also didn't do it. We got the Disney Housewife. We got Seth, who did Vlonica. And we got Surfer Girl, who came in too, and Broadway Disney fan. Hi, everyone.
Broadway Disney fan? Why aren't we friends?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I assume she knew.
Oh my God, you need to be friends with these.
Who are you? Be my friend.
Who are you?
Let's go under me. Let's go to Chloe.
So we did the same thing that we did last year. I say we, but it's mostly me. Dan doesn't really want to do Vlogmas. I'm home because I'm working from home. So it's kind of like my project and gives me something to do when I'm bored and not really going anywhere. So we have our trip vlogs that come out. So I post those. I post 2 of those every week. So I had 6 trip vlogs that went out during the month. And then every day that wasn't a trip vlog was a Vlogmas video. So still posted every single day from the 1st to the 24th, I think. The last one was kind of an old video that I reposted. And that's how I do it because I don't want our trip vlogs to be super far behind, even though they already are. So it kind of works out where I don't have to film those 2 days of the week. So it kind of helps me get through Vlogmas. And I missed one day because I had nothing to post. But so 23 videos, I think 6 were vlogs and 17-ish were the Vlogmas videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Jake, what did you do?
I did the same as Lauren. I did all 25 days, hit all 25 days, and only posted by half a day late on one day. So I was pretty happy with what I was able to achieve this first time around.
Awesome. And Nina, how did you tackle Vlogmas?
Yeah, I did it. This is like my 3rd Christmas season on YouTube, and the first time I did Vlogmas. I think working from home, kind of what Chloe said, helped me because it was actually like my break from work. It was like, let me take a break and film. Let me take a break and edit. So I really liked it. It helped me do videos that I'd put off for a really long time. And I was able to do it. So I did the 25 videos like Lauren and Jake.
Awesome. Broadway Disney fan giving the love to you, Matt.
Yeah.
He loves your coverage
Yeah.
of West Story.
Thank you. I saw it again last night. It was magical.
So if you don't know what Vlogmas is basically, it could be really a variety of things, as you guys can tell, but traditionally, like if you look it up on Google, which is what I did, it is basically YouTubers, a challenge to YouTubers to come up with 25 or 24 different days of content and post every single day leading up to Christmas. People have adapted this to do 12 days of Christmas. I know Seth Lavender's in the chat. He said he did Hanukkah. So rather than Christmas, he did the 8 nights of Hanukkah. So 8 vlogs in a row. And I know Nina and I were a part of a box swap for Val from Singer Family Adventures Hanukkah and just a whole bunch. So it can be very broad and it can be kind of what you want. So here's my first question to you guys, and we can just kind of, whoever wants to speak can speak. What was your favorite part of Vlogmas?
I have an answer. So you mentioned Val from Singer Family Adventures. She had put together a lot of these swaps. It was for Hanukkah, so they were at the beginning of the month this year. But with so much COVID and sickness going around, I wasn't really able to see a lot of family. But I had these gifts showing up like every day, and it was more gifts and like more celebration than I would have had just seeing my family on one day. I don't know, it started the season in such a really fun and genuine and exciting way. My first gift came like in November from Seth Lavender. He was like on top of it, and it just really kicked off the season in a really fun way. So that was my favorite part about Vlogmas, was giving and connecting with other channels.
That's awesome. Does anyone else have a answer they like to share?
Like I'd like to echo that. I did one day of the Hanukkah swap, and I wish I could have afforded to do more, but swaps are expensive, especially when you're in Canada and everything is like 30% more. But like the one that I did, it was so exciting. And like Nina said, it was such a great way to kick off the holiday season. I loved being able to like put the thing together, but then also receive the box. But also I just loved it because I've never gotten to celebrate Hanukkah in any capacity. So I felt like it was just this beautiful way to invite people like me who've never done Hanukkah into the holiday, and just especially following Val's videos, the like little history lessons that she gave were amazing. So that to me was like the most magical way to start off the winter holiday season. So that was a highlight for me. like for my own channel, like I did that one swap, but I also did a spontaneous video where I went to a theme park, which doesn't happen often because things are still very much closed up here in Canada. But I went to Canada's Wonderland for their winter event and decided I'm going to do a theme park vlog. And I cut it together on my iPad because I was like not near my computer. I was at my mom's for the holiday season. And that was so spontaneous and so much fun. And it reminded me of when I first started the channel because I was cutting together my first videos in my hotel room in Florida. And that was like just, it was so magical because I was in a theme park and I like those.
Awesome. Does anyone else have a favorite part they would like to share?
My favorite part was actually the formation of our Vlogmas group through your ornament swap. And it just happened to be, I think that Louisa and Jake were talking about Vlogmas. And I think Louisa said, "Oh, does anybody want to, like support each other through Vlogmas?" So I was I was reading it, and I'm like, you know what, I would love to do that. So I did that, and Jean Claire and April joined, and it was just been a really, I mean, Nina talking about connecting with people. I think that is truly the best part of Vlogmas is that connection with people, no matter how you do it. I mentioned this in one of my videos, is that if you get a chance to join a group or become part of a collaboration or become part of a box swap, I think it just makes it more, the experience much more fulfilling.
I agree. And I actually believe I said I wasn't doing Vlogmas when that group was created because I was like, no way am I going to do it. And I ended up doing it. And it was one of the toughest things I've probably ever done. We had a lot of people come in. Disney Pin Love says they did all 31 days of December.
Yes.
Oh,
They did.
Whoa, and there's
Wow.
I was like, oh, wow, they are the gift that keeps giving.
They were great. That was another favorite of Vlogmas, was watching videos, and Disney Pin Love was definitely part of that for me, of like my daily rotation.
Yeah. Disney Mertz came in. I know they did Blonica. I want to say that they did Blonica this year. So I want to know how is that for you guys, Disney Mertz? Did you guys like it? Did you do well with it? How do you guys think? So does anyone else have a part that they enjoyed that they wanted to share before we move on to the next question?
I'll just echo the swap thing. I did, I think, 9 or 10 swaps during that time. And it was, not only was it a great way to like fill content in like someone else planned the day for me, and like, here's your requirements. I'm like, great, I can do that. There were so many coming fast and furious that I got to know a lot of people really rapidly that I hadn't known either the person I was giving to or the group, the group of people that we were together with. So I just saw connecting with people that way, but also having like organic content that kind of took care of itself. Yeah, you have to pay for it and whatever, but it was less planning on me for signing up. So I enjoyed those aspects.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think doing the box swaps, I think if you're going to do Vlogmas and you are a box swap channel, makes it a lot easier because then it's like, okay, you know that things are coming and that you got certain videos to go up on certain days. So it's like kind of like just seamless, just kind of go with it.
I just want to echo on that.
And they don't get moved around.
Jake and I were both in a Disney gingerbread collaboration. So you didn't have to buy people a gift. And you just took you could do whatever you wanted with that. Right. Some people made a craft that dealt with gingerbread. Some did gingerbread houses. And Jake and I both did. He did with his nephew and I did it with my niece. And it was just like so much fun and a nice memory and video I'll now have with her. Because at 5, at a kid's age, I think YouTube is the coolest thing. So she was just like delighted.
Hey, even at 12, I teach 12 to 14-year-olds and they all have their own channel and think
Mhm.
it's the best thing ever that they reach 100 subscribers. I'm like, you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
That
should do a
was a
collab
great
with
one.
them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I actually do have a favorite.
Go ahead, Chloe. What was your favorite part?
So my favorite, when you guys were talking about the kids, so on Christmas Eve, my cousin and her daughter and her son came over, and they had been watching all the Vlogmas videos, which I didn't realize that they had been. And she knew, my cousin's daughter knew every single video that I posted. She was talking about the bags that I posted, the doorables I posted. So that was like my favorite part. That to her, it was so cool to see me on Christmas Eve. Like to her, it felt like I was a celebrity, which I'm so not. So that was my favorite part.
She
from all
doesn't
of
know that, and
Vlogmas.
she doesn't need to know that. You're not.
That's right.
Exactly. Yes.
Just let her keep that in her mind, because when she gets older, it's not,
Yes.
it goes down. But
Yeah.
awesome. So now that we talked about our favorite part, what was your least favorite part of
No.
Vlogmas? And I know, Matt, even though you didn't do Vlogmas, I know you have tried similar things before.
That's why I didn't do Vlogmas.
So you can speak off of that kind of memory. But before we get into that, we have a lot of people saying that the Hanukkah swaps were their personal favorites. Surfer Girl did a Christmas DIY project for Chrissy's Corner, and she said that really helped. I know I did a Grinch collaboration put on by Lena from Hall Family Adventures, and that was a really fun one, and it came out on December 1st, so it was actually the very first Vlogmas video I put out, and that was, I think if you just have things lined up, it helps a lot more with planning for Vlogmas. And then we have Disney Mertz, who says they think it went well, but he thinks the swaps are his favorite during Hanukkah/Vlogmas. And then he's just kind of echoing what you guys said, focusing on the giving aspect rather than the receiving. And 8 days is way easier than 24. I'd agree. So who would like to start with their least favorites?
My least favorite was coming up with the ideas, because some things, like I had planned to do like a Lego build, and then I was doing a puzzle also at the same time, so I just ran out of time to like film and put together a huge Lego. So like some of the day, like the one day we went to Target, that was not a planned Vlogmas video, and then I think a couple days after that I missed a whole day because I just didn't have any content. So that was probably my least favorite.
Okay. Nina, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was trying to keep up with content. I think Disney Mertz is saying there's an overwhelming amount of channels, and not only being creative, but just watching their content too, because I kind of wanted to like give to receive. And it was, I still have my watch list is like forever growing, so I still have a lot of Vlogmas videos in there, but I'll get to them.
Matt, you wanna take it away?
Yeah, sure. No, like the main reason I didn't push myself to do Vlogmas is not because I didn't want to. In fact, I very actively wanted to, because I had no shortage of ideas. I had so many things that I wanted to focus on, especially because last year was when I did my Christmas Carol web series, and I basically made a film, which was amazing, but very time consuming. And that was 4 videos. And while I was doing that last year, I just had this Rolodex of like movies I wanted to talk about, Christmas things I wanted to do. So I have like this giant bank of Christmas themed content that I want to make happen. But then there just wasn't time, because if I were smarter, I probably would have like started shooting things in advance. But my main thing, and what I learned from not Vlogmas, but from doing what's the Halloween one? Vlogtober 2020, was that Vlogtober turned me against Halloween. And I love Halloween, and I also love Christmas, and I didn't want to hate Christmas. But I remember doing Vlogtober, I got so exhausted that it made me resent the holiday and resent all these movies that I was doing videos on, because it was so much work. And it was good in that it taught me a lot about my workflow. It taught me a lot about what circumstances I need to be able to turn around a video quickly versus what type of content is worth putting more time into. And that's largely, why I didn't do Vlogmas this year because I didn't want to go against Christmas. I didn't want to hate Christmas.
Jake, do you have a least favorite thing?
I think the hardest thing was being okay with like single mindset items within like the content of the video and not feeling like I had to make every video like either a giant spectacular or like just cram filled with information. In fact, I started out with Vlogmas saying that I was going to do 5 to 7 minute videos. That was like my promise to get like your Disney Christmas fix, and then you go about your day. And then I think like 3 of the videos were like less than 10 minutes. And so like just being able to rein myself in and really be okay with focusing that content and making it, you know, maybe less than some of the other videos that I'm used to doing in terms of like length or amount of stuff or something like that. But that's kind of a hard thing to do when you feel like you're wanting to deliver good content to people. So like striking that balance between like short content and good content was a little bit of a struggle for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my issue too.
Lauren, do you have a least favorite?
You know, I think the hard part was keeping up with the schedule and then keeping up with everybody else.
Yeah.
That was, I found, so hard to do, and I felt I love to watch people's videos like as much as I can, but I had to make some choices. You know, and it killed me. It killed me to do that, but I had to, and I think that was the hardest part, was just not being able to watch everybody's videos that I would like to watch.
Yeah. And that was that's always a struggle for me, like just in general, is to have time to sit down and watch people's videos.
Mhm.
And Jake, I know you'll probably feel me on this being a teacher, but like I have to go to work every day, and so I don't I'm working, and then I came home and I would like quickly edit or post or try to promote a video.
Yeah.
But I think like a lot of people are saying in the chat, and like some of you guys have said, it became so oversaturated that like I don't know about you guys, but my views like plummeted during Vlogmas. If it wasn't like a big box swap that went on, it got like no views. And I think it's just because
Mhm.
of all the other people that were doing Vlogmas at the same time. And then like if you post at the same time, it like it was so challenging. And I feel like just having time to edit the videos was also probably the thing that stressed me out the most. But I know we have a lot of people saying that Vlogtober, people didn't know Vlogtober was a thing. Yes,
Vlogtober's a thing.
It is a thing. It was a small thing, but it is a thing. Some people do it, some people don't. But it's definitely a big thing. I felt bad not being able to watch and comment on a lot of people's videos. Yeah, I was in box swaps that still haven't watched everyone's video, and I'm trying so hard.
Yeah.
Apparently Broadway Disney fan was ninja watching all
Yeah.
over the
Nice.
A lot of people saying Yoda for Mark. Matt commenting on our screen saying it was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Aw, thank you.
Nina
You're
thinks
like
you
the only
need
people who
Vlogmas
watched
in
it.
July, Matt.
Yeah, try doing Vlogmas in July, so
That
it
could
won't
be
ruin
fun.
your like Christmas in July. It won't
That
ruin
could
your
be fun.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Missing swaps, delayed boxes. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
I know I was in a
Yeah.
swap, and it literally it still has yet to be posted because I don't have the box still.
Oh no.
For various reasons, but it was pushed back, and then it was just not a thing. But I know one thing that really helped me was I had a whole, this is my
Look at that.
Vlogmas calendar
Wow.
Nice.
that I planned out a month in advance, and as you can see, it has like X's and
Mhm.
strikes all over it. So if you're a planner, that really helped me, because then I was like, what am I doing for tomorrow? Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I did it in Excel. I had it on the computer.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
so once I saw that I was able to come up with content, then I was like, all right, let's do it. But to kind of comment on what you were saying, Morgan, my top viewed videos were all swap ones. And the others, I think the views will come in time because I did like collection videos. Like, so sometimes those, especially the wrestling ones, because it's not as saturated, they kind of pick up steam over time. So we'll see. That's really what I want to see, if Vlogmas pays off long term as opposed to the short term.
Short term. Yeah, I'm very interested in it too, because I did since I'm in Florida now, I did a lot of pre-filming because I knew I wasn't going to be able to go every day. And I would go to the parks, and I kid you not, I took my sister with me, and we filmed 5 videos in one day. At a time.
Nice.
Let's do a behind the scenes of that. Like, that's a video in itself. Make it 6 videos.
By the end of the day, she was so done with me because she's not a YouTuber at all. Yeah. She's like, really? Do we really have to stop so you can film the castle? And I'm like, yes, we do. I'm sure
and I have to change my ear so it looks like 2 different videos instead of 1.
Yeah. No,
right.
I did not go into no. But we did the cookie stroll. We did the festival of the holidays, so all the different Santas. We actually had to go back because we missed one of them. And then we did I think, oh my gosh, I can't. We did the Merry Menagerie at Animal Kingdom. We did the gingerbread houses and the candlelight processional all in one day.
That's a day. That's a vacation. That's a Disney Christmas vacation.
That's so many different places. That's what gets me, is like park hopping in one day that much.
Yeah, and then and that was like I also went to the Christmas after party, so it was like the week after that, or 2 weeks after that happened, and I was still recovering because I went to work the next day after that.
Oh.
So it was just it was so much. So I'm wondering if those videos will pay off later when the festival comes around the next time. So I always wonder that. Chloe, I know you do a lot of vlogs. So do you ever find that people go back and watch your one when the next one's coming up?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, people will go back and watch like a whole trip. So someone might catch you on like the 5th or 6th vlog, or even the end of the trip, and go, "Oh my gosh, I want to go back and watch the whole trip." Our travel days always do the best, and then everything kind of trickles down from there. But like we went on the Save of the Savannah at Animal Kingdom one time, and we posted the video. I think I got like 100 views in the first month. Maybe it's over like 1,000 or 2,000 at this point. Like, it's one of those things that people will search for, so eventually it's going to get the views. It just might not be a heavy hitter off the start.
Gotcha. Well, that's super interesting. So I'm hoping that they eventually do better. And I do wonder, like you said, Nina, if the videos will pay off in the end, like next time when Vlogmas comes around. So let's move on to the next question. This is a controversial question because when you think of Vlogmas, if you know me, I'm always coming with the controversy. If you look up like the definition of Vlogmas, or like the original Vlogmas vloggers, I guess, they did it where they filmed, edited, and uploaded all in the same day.
No.
So I want to know how much did you film day of, and how much did you pre-film, edit, and upload? Because I can tell you for one, half of my Vlogmas was pre-filmed.
Yeah, I pre-filmed most of Vlogmas, but there were times where I don't know, like if I got busy or something, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I have nothing for tomorrow. And so I had to like scramble. But I started filming as much as I could to catch up. And, but yeah, it's too stressful for me to think that I won't have something the next day, and and not have enough time to edit.
Yeah, that happened to me quite a few times, where I was like, oh, that's supposed to come out tomorrow. Guess we better do that.
Yeah. And I didn't even bother changing. I just kind of rearranged my videos a little bit to hope that people wouldn't notice I was wearing the same clothes over and over again.
I'm not gonna lie, I had like 3 backup videos that I was like, if all else fails
Nice.
and I can't
Yeah.
get something done in time, I'm gonna put this out. And I had to use, I think, all three videos. Because like I said, one of my swaps fell through, and that really like nicked me. I was like, oh no, this won't get me. But go ahead.
I did editing the day of and posting, but not filming. So I was always at least one day ahead with the filming, but sometimes I would edit day of if it wasn't a swap. Like if nobody else is relying on me, then I'm going to procrastinate. If someone's relying on me, I'll be a little more ahead. In fact, it was like bizarre having videos scheduled ahead of time. Like that's never happened to me before in my YouTube life. Like I just post when I feel I want to post. So seeing that I could commit to like a schedule was like a big deal.
Matt, how much did you, when you did Vlogoween, how much did you pre-film?
Everything was almost, well, it wasn't exactly day of. That's part of the reason that I hated the experience, because I was pretty well editing 10 to 12 hours before. I upload my videos at midnight every day. So I was like editing maybe 11 o'clock or noon every day. And so I sort of fell into a rhythm where I would try to block shoot as much as I could. So I would set everything up and then try to do 2 to 3 videos at a time in one session. Like where I shot myself in the foot is that the format I had for my Vlogtober was that every day was based around a different movie. And so half of them I had never seen. So in addition to shooting the video and like writing the video and editing it, I had to watch the stupid movies in addition to everything. And I think that's part of the reason I didn't like it, because it also turned me against all these movies that I really wanted to watch that I did like as well. But yeah, it really taught me the value of getting as much stuff in your back pocket as you possibly can. But it was at a point where there were times when I was shooting a video at 1 a.m. or like I would set up to start shooting at 1 a.m. Like thankfully, I was unemployed at the time, so this was my way of staying sane and productive. But had I not been, like if it was now, like I have a full-time job now, that would not be feasible. So it's something that if I do Vlogtober or Vlogmas this year, it just needs to be a choice that I make at least a month in advance, or even now, so that I can just start to block shoot things so I have the footage. Because that's the main thing, at least for me, especially since the type of camera that I have, it's good for some things, but it's a DSLR, so it can only do 12 minutes at a time. It takes longer to edit, and yeah, so everything needs to be done in advance. That's what I learned.
Disney Mertz is calling you out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, because of Vlogtober. I love Vlogmas because I haven't done it.
I do have to say, like this time doing this year, I was working for myself. The past years when I was working full time, whether it was at home or in an office, I would not have been able to do it. So I think having my own schedule and flexibility helped me a lot to be able to pre-film, because otherwise I think I would be filming day of when I got home or when my shift ended.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the main thing, is that if you want to do one of like some kind of marathon that's multiple days, it shouldn't be a spontaneous decision, because then something that I found not too often, but it happened a few times during that awful month of October 2020, where there were videos that I had set out like based around a certain movie and I just had nothing. And I was just putting out content to fulfill the quota essentially. And then that also just taught me that's something I don't ever want to do again. Like I want to put out videos that I'm excited to do and excited to put out instead of just filling the quota. And it's not that I like think it's impossible to come up with ideas to fill that amount of time, but still giving yourself the time to do that and to map out what you want to talk about, probably better. But then for me, because I love Christmas so much, I would want to balance that with having it be close enough to the Christmas season. It's like I don't want to be talking about Christmas in April.
So Matt, I just want to ask, how did those, since it's been a while since you did those videos, how have they done over time?
Some of them have done decently, and this was something that I was aware of when I was doing it. Since I was putting so much time into it, I thought I want these to be videos that have a life outside of Vlogtober that can sustain on their own. And that's actually partially why I decided to base them on movies, because movies are always there. Let me actually see if I can pull it up. Some of them, like one of them, weirdly enough, that I don't even like and I want to take down because it's not my best work. It gets a lot of views. Well, it gets consistent views, and it's just me talking about, like, what's the title? The funniest moments in Young Frankenstein when you understand the references. So that was my video. That it was after I had watched Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. So I just thought, I'm going to do something really pretentious and talk about like the funniest jokes that you need to know, have the context for. And that has almost 1,000 views for some reason. And it's not that good of a video. But then, yeah, like other videos that I really liked came out of the process that wouldn't have happened otherwise. Like I came up with a fan theory connecting Bedknobs and Broomsticks to Mary Poppins for Witch Week. I did Thackeray Binks versus Salem for a black cat fight for my Hocus Pocus video. So videos like that kind of tap into niche-y things that have a wide appeal, I feel like those have done decently. But then, like, I did a video that I was so proud of about the Crucible, and it has 114 views. And I'm like, I was depending on all the high school students to watch this and learn from me, but they didn't. So I hope they fail their English classes.
Chloe and Jake, I know you guys both are very, Chloe, I know you're at home, and Jake, I know you're going into school. So how did that go for you guys? Did you pre-film a lot, or no, not really?
So for me, it was kind of a split. So I did try to pre-film as much as I could. Like I usually batch film on the weekends when Dan's working, because a lot of it's like a Bippity box where it's just me, or a pin unboxing. So I tried to do those on the weekend, and he was off a lot on the weekend. So we were like doing things and going out and stuff. So that's why a couple of the day of vlogs came about, because I was forced to come up with a different idea other than what I had pre-planned. So I did enjoy filming those, but then there was like the one day where I had nothing, and like you, Matt, I didn't want to put out something just to say I did every single day of Vlogmas, so I just skipped the day. But so I was kind of a mix of both.
Gotcha. And what
Yeah,
about you?
I pre-filmed. I remember early in our chat, I forget who said it, but somebody was like, yeah, I think these were supposed to be done the day of, and that was like in April or May, and back then I was like, nope, that's not a thing that's going to happen at all. So it wasn't even a question in my mind whether I was going to pre-film or not. The half a day that I was late was the day that I filmed the content the day of and then posted later, just because I opened like 3 shows this winter, and on top of my teaching schedule and my other theater arts full-time job. So it was just, I just kind of bit the bullet on that. But I think it still went up by like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. But everything else was pre-filmed. I loved getting the swap boxes in, because as soon as a pile of them suckers came in, you could just, swap out a shirt and a pair of ears and, just keep opening box after box. And with the box swaps, you don't have to create, not only was it easy to prep for, but you don't actually have to write your script because you have no idea what it is. So the whole thing is like a package deal. And so that was really great when I could like film 3 or 4 boxes, in a row back to back and just have those ready to go. I also had a few days that I could, other than box swaps, but my own content that I could kind of swap around in terms of the date. So I had some flexibility in there based on my schedule, and that actually kind of helped me when, I didn't have time to run down and do the tree at Rockefeller Center that day. I kind of kept pushing that off until I actually had the time to do that, particular site location video. So I think having the sort of flexible topics also was helpful.
Awesome. And speaking of time, we actually have a question from Disney Mertz. What time did you guys find was the best time for your video to go live for Vlogmas?
So I really like doing 6:30 a.m. That was like my sweet spot, because I found there's a mad rush of videos that post at 9. So it's like, let me post before 9, and while people who do commute are getting up in the morning, because I know I like to watch YouTube while I'm getting ready and putting on makeup. So I went with that, and I found that, and then because I don't wake up early anymore, when I wake up, I get to see all the views, and that's a nice way to start my day.
That's awesome. What did anyone else have like a key time? Sorry, there's people.
I did. Go ahead, Lauren.
No, you go ahead.
I did 7 o'clock in the morning. I think for the same reasons. I think, sometimes I was in groups where we posted at 9 or 12, and I'm like, who's available at 9 or 12? And I feel like with the day of content in Vlogmas, if you miss half a day posting, the day's gone. And so people are gonna they either get to it that day, and I wanted to give them the full day to be able to get to as many videos rather than, if they get halfway through a day and they're like, well, I missed Jake's video, and then I do another one tomorrow, it's gonna snowball on itself. So I found the breakfast crowd. There's quite a few of them that watch over their morning coffee, and I wanted to give just people that most amount of time to watch the day of content, because it's basically expired the next day. Not to say that it won't live on, but as far as the energy of Vlogmas goes, it's the day of, and I don't think anything beyond that really.
Yeah, like I always post at different times because as soon as I'm done the video, I'm just excited for people to see it, even if it's a stupid time. So I'll just upload it. Probably when I was doing Vlogtober, midnight in theory probably wasn't the best time, but I liked it. I liked that it was just like as soon as the new day started, there was a new video. I liked that it kind of thematically worked because it was like Halloween themed to have it go up at midnight. And I always premiered them, and it was usually just me or maybe one or two other people, but that was just part of the experience that I genuinely liked, was after a full day of being stressed about this video, just stroke of midnight, Cinderella style, I could share it with like the 2 or 3 people who would watch it. And yeah, since it was a daily thing, I think the midnight as a consistency was kind of helpful, because then people woke up in whatever time zone and then it was just there available.
Yeah, and turn that stress into a pumpkin at midnight.
Exactly.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. I always scheduled at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So that's 9 a.m. Eastern. I figured, okay, it's kind of breakfast time there, or late breakfast time if it's work.
Very late breakfast time.
Yeah, I know. But early enough that it's not noon on the East Coast. And unless it was a box swap, I always scheduled for 6 a.m.
Gotcha. Chloe, did you have
Yeah,
any rhyme or reason, or?
Yeah, I'm completely odd man out over here. We post all of our content at 7 p.m. So some of them went up like 7:30, some are 7. But all of our viewers, like if we look at our analytics, are after 5 p.m. So for me, I don't really care. I actually am the person who watches while I do my makeup in the morning or have breakfast. So I like that people post in the morning. But for our channel, we just post it at 7 usually. And that works out for us. It also gives me the opportunity to edit after work or film and edit on my lunch. So it's kind of like a selfish reason to do 7 p.m. But I mean, the people can watch it the next morning. So we're kind of just delayed a little bit, kind of like the midnight posting. But yeah, we do 7.
Yeah.
Chloe, did you base that on your analytics, or was it just
yes?
Okay, that's something.
Yeah, because we had posted. Yeah, so when we first started posting, I would do our Sunday posting at like 1 p.m. and then our Wednesday posting at 7 p.m. And our 7 p.m. Wednesday always did better. So then I kind of looked, and most people on our channel are on around 7 p.m. If you use the YouTube app, it gives you a nice little graph, really dark, where people are mostly on the channel.
Nice.
Chloe, are you West Coast
so
or
ours
East
is
Coast?
around. What was that?
Are you West Coast or East Coast?
East Coast.
Yeah.
7 p.m. East Coast, yeah. So that's why we always chose 7 p.m. and it's worked out for us. And people kind of know that's when we're going to post. So that's the other reason we stick with it. I only posted one, I think, at noon, and that was the Bath and Body Works haul kind of suggestion, because the Bath and Body Works sale was going on that weekend. So that's the only one I posted early.
Because I noticed some people posting at night, and I've always wondered how that's done for people. So that's interesting to hear what you had to say.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I've always gone off of my analytics, and on Wednesdays, which is normally when I post, it always seems to be at night, and then on Saturdays it's like mid-afternoon. So that's kind of where I tried to stay. Normally I do like 3 p.m. East Coast time, and that's I think it was because that's when like people are getting out of work, or on the West Coast people are at lunch and things like that. But during Vlogmas, that kind of all went out the window, and it was just like, whenever I'm supposed to post, I'm gonna post, or whenever I get around to it.
It's like the Hunger Games, you know?
Yeah,
Just
it was
to
like-
get it out.
I kid you not. The first video of Vlogmas is probably the one I am least proud of, because I had an idea, and then I cut my hair and forgot to film the video. So I was gonna do like Cindy Lou, the DIY Cindy Lou hair, and
So cute.
I cut my hair and I couldn't do it anymore because my hair was too short. And I was like, oh no, this is terrible. So I decided to make cocktails instead. And don't ask me why I thought adding Sprite to something would make it turn green. But I fully thought that was going to happen. And you can see me in the video being like, this didn't turn green.
What did you add it to?
It was like, I couldn't even tell you. I literally just looked in my fridge because it was the night before, and I was like, what alcohol do I have in here to make a cocktail?
It was
And
absinthe, wasn't it?
No,
This
it's
video's
actually
gonna
called-
go up after this because we're all gonna go watch to see.
Correct.
It was like I think it was vodka, but I poured way too much vodka in it. I was just like, I need to hide these things. and then I poured like a thing of White Claw in it and some lemon lime soda. And I really thought, I was like, all right, guys, here it goes. It's going to turn green. And I was like,
Maybe
this
some
is
Mountain Dew
interesting.
next time.
Oh,
And I was like looking around. I was like, do I have green food coloring? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think
So,
we did a green drink last year for our Vlogmas, and I think it was like an actual green food dye, something we had to put in it. It was not good. I would not recommend.
No, you can tell in my video that I literally, every time I can taste alcohol, I like shudder to try to like not throw up, and you can see me do it. And all my friends that know, they were like, Morgan, no. So a very
Jeanette.
serious Vlogmas.
Oh, Jeanette.
We love
Yes.
Jeanette.
Love
So
Jeanette. She's on Instagram. She's an Instagram Disney channel of sorts, and I love her stuff. So all right, moving on to the next question, which we kind of already answered, so I'm gonna skip that one and go to the next one.
Oh, what was it though? What was it?
What was your biggest challenge?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we kind of already answered that. What advice would you give to others who are thinking of doing Vlogmas? I'll let you think on that. That's a big
I have
one.
advice.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
advice.
Go for it, Chloe.
So what I would say is, like how Matt was saying earlier, how Vlogtober has made him hate Halloween. It's your season, whether it's, what is it, Vlognica or Vlogmas, whatever you're doing, it's still your holiday season. So if it's putting too much pressure, skip a day. Like no one's holding you to this. You're the one that wants to get it done, and people will watch it and they'll enjoy it if you're enjoying making the content. So if you're not having a good time, whatever you're trying to put out just to put out a video, maybe skip it. Don't hate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your holiday is to do Vlogmas, because that's not worth it. Should
See,
be
Matt,
fun.
this is your advice. You should be
No.
you should be taking notes.
Oh, it's true. No, then I completely agree. That's actually why I made the conscious choice to not hold myself to anything this year, because I was going to try to do 12 days. And then I just had a moment of thinking, if it's not fun, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather make less videos that are holiday themed that I enjoy. And I did. And I kind of regret that I didn't get to do as many videos as I wanted to about like topics I wanted to. But I guess leading into what my advice would be, which we've all kind of already said, would be plan in advance and then make it happen that way. And that's what I'm going to try to do for this year. Yeah. Film as much as you can ahead of time, map it out. If you know that it's something that you want to do, even if it's not Vlogmas, but you just have videos that you want that are seasonal that you want to get out on time, just make it happen in advance. And then kind of coupled with that, which we've already touched on, is try to be aware of videos that'll have a life outside of the Vlogmas, because that was like my favorite thing about Vlogtober. My experience, even though I've been complaining about it a lot, I still did enjoy like 70% of it, because I was watching movies that I liked and then getting to do videos that were kind of within the theme of the types of videos that I like to do, which is just talking about films and analyzing them. And like, that's good all year round. I wish I wasn't in spooky makeup for it, looking back, because that kind of dates them. But aside from that, yeah, like be aware of, yes, it is Vlogmas, but then also be aware of like what will make people want to watch this video in a year from now, or even in like 4 months from now.
Yeah.
It's
Aubrey's Adventures has joined us, and she said she tried Vlogmas, and I know she didn't get through it all, but I mean, hey, you made life like.
yeah, that's a good reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than any reason any one of us can come up with. Go ahead, Lauren.
I would say that I mean, like, try to write everything out. Like you had that calendar. I just wrote 1 through 25 and put everything on there. But I would also say don't be so beholden to those dates. So sometimes you have to switch dates around. And I have sections where I've completely X'd out things and, written it out even more. So I would say plan, but don't be so strict on yourself that, if you have to switch up your content on certain days, do it.
Yeah. Jake, any
Just to add to
advice?
that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Matt, I'm going to be just contradictory for 1 second.
How dare you?
How dare I? I think I'm less concerned about the lifespan of the video outside of Vlogmas. For me, there's a part of Vlogmas that like exists within like the energy and spirit of the time. And of course, we always hope that people come back and look at our videos. So I'm not counteracting that. But I think my advice with that sort of background in mind would be limit your topic, as I mentioned earlier, to like a single thing and keep it short and brief. I think part of Vlogmas was sharing in the energy of like family traditions or ornaments or shopping or cooking or, some swapping, all of the things that we kind of associate that we love about, your top 10 Christmas specials, things like that I think that if you're not as worried about their life, their shelf life, you can create just sort of fun pops of magic that kind of exist in the moment and build a lot of momentum over 25 days or 12 days or however many you're doing. And I think that is, and that actually for me propels energy into like some of the videos I'm doing now in the new year that are probably a little more up to my standard in terms of like scripted or thought through a little bit more rather than show and tell. So that's just my thought on it. Certainly there's nothing wrong with us getting views after the fact. Go back and watch them, everybody. But maybe just limiting to one small thing that's short and just kind of lives in the spirit of that holiday moment. Just a thought.
And Chloe, what were you going to say? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was just going to add to Lauren's thought and being flexible. So one thing that caught me up a couple of times, like I'd start the video and say, oh, welcome to Vlogmas day 3, day 4. Just try to avoid putting like specific dates because then you can easily move things around. So that's just my other tip for people who are pre-filming, because I had to pop up like this is actually day 7 or this is actually day 8.
I know.
So.
I did that at least once. I got the wrong date. I was like, oops. Oh, well.
You can just be like, welcome back to Vlogmas instead of the day. So that's my only tip.
Nina, did you have any advice?
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid of working in some seasonal tags, the tag videos, especially if you do pins. Those were great. And I also found they did well because other people were doing Vlogmas and looking for content. So it kind of just took stress off. And then I did have some videos like Matt was mentioning that could survive outside of Vlogmas. So for those, I didn't make the thumbnail as huge saying like Vlogmas, and I left it a bit more neutral. And then for all the Christmas related and swap videos, I was heavy on the Vlogmas. But for the others, because I want to see if they can live outside of this period, I was conscious of that in the thumbnail. So that's something I guess we'll see the results on a bit more later. But I kept that in mind because I wanted to give my wrestling Funko collection its best chance to survive in the future.
Nina, I don't know if you know this, but I am actually a huge WWE fan.
I did not. We're going to have to chat.
I actually touched Roman Reigns at a fight.
Shut up.
No way.
Is that
I'm
a
gonna have
person?
more to say about
Yeah,
I have
don't-
a video.
I
It's a
Video.
person.
I have the proof. I swear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so my advice would be just to enjoy it. I did it to be able to say I did it, which probably wasn't the best thing. But I was like, you know what? I wanted to quit halfway through. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I literally sat in my apartment crying on the phone and was like to my sister and was like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I don't. It's so overwhelming. And she's like, Morgan, you have like 2 days left before the end of school. Like, then you'll have 2 weeks. You'll be fine. And I'm like, all right. So just like enjoy it. And if you want that title that says you did Vlogmas, then
We should
know,
make shirts.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah,
Just
I
put it
survived
out there.
Vlogmas.
I survived Vlogmas, like NaNoWriMo for National Writing Month.
100%.
Like, they have those.
Yeah, I feel like I need like a badge or a pin to like
In
honor
even
it.
better.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we all need like a Disney pin that says like I survived
Yeah.
Vlogmas.
So Morgan, knowing how you felt that day, you know, and your sister was talking to you, are you glad you stuck through it, or do you wish you maybe listened to yourself in the moment? Or
So I think my other issue was that I was going on trips constantly. So if I basically from my birthday on, I had things planned every single weekend. So it's like, and I am not a person that once I commit to something will back out. So like one of the big things was that came the very first weekend of Vlogmas was I had to go surprise my friend in New Jersey for her engagement. And I had to keep a secret, try to keep filming, try to keep posting, and like do all these things. And I think, and then I ended up going back like a week later to just see my friends in general. And I think with all that going on, it became very chaotic because it's like, okay, well, where am I going to have internet? Where am I not going to have internet? What am I going to have ready to be posted in case I don't have internet? And I think that's, and then it was the editing, because I had a lot of Disney vlogs that had to go out. Because I had all the park vlogs, I also had like an elf vlog where I went to like this elf thing that like I felt like it would have been a really good video, and I think it was, but I don't know. But I just felt like it was. I am glad I stuck with it because I'm just that person that would have been like heartbroken if I couldn't make it. So I was really happy that on December 25th, I woke up and was like, I'm done. It's done. It's over. It is what it is, and it's done. But,
It's such a satisfying feeling though when it's done. Like I distinctly remember when my Halloween video went up during my Vlogtober month. It was just, it felt so satisfying. And then I just let myself watch Halloween Town that night with pizza, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Yes, and it was so, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, and I feel, and I kind of just felt like I didn't have time for anything else because as soon as I got home, I was editing for the next day to post the next day. And so I could count on one hand how many Christmas movies I watched this year. And that's like the saddest part of it all to me because I also love Christmas. But
yeah.
I am so happy I did it. And I highly encourage for anyone that is thinking of doing it to really really hardcore think, do you have the time and are you going to be happy if you do it? Because if you're not going to be happy, I don't.
Yeah, you have to be happy.
Right, that's because like you said with the movies, like yes, I did Vlogmas, but also it was the first year I didn't watch A Very Brady Christmas, which is like my own tradition.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so it's like, man,
They're all adults.
my first Christmas gift to my husband every year is that I watch it before he gets up, so he doesn't have to watch it. And this year, I didn't watch it at all. But I just thought of Disney Kitty, who was in the chat. And I actually, one thing I did to prepare is I know she had always done Vlogmas. So I was like, let me see what content she did. And I looked at what content other YouTubers did. to get inspiration, not to like take
Definitely.
ideas, but we're all Disney YouTubers. So just seeing what other people did and being able to gauge, like, is this something I have the bandwidth for? You know?
We need. Oh my God, we need a FaceTime watch.
That would be great if we did a very Brady live stream. Oh,
Yes.
I mean, YouTube might shut you down, but
we just need 3 more cubes and we're gonna be all set.
Yes, there you go. Disney Kitty says my spouse was not thrilled about Vlogmas. Not gonna lie.
It's true. It could be like a joint decision you have to make, because if your
Yeah.
spouse is crying, not watching Brady Bunch movies, you know, like there are lots of consequences.
Yeah, I will say Dan, the last year he was like, all you're doing is Vlogmas. So like this year I definitely took that into account. Like I said, if he was home, I wasn't really filming videos. Whereas last year I kind of would be like, I'm gonna go film a video. You watch a Christmas movie without me. So I did balance that a little bit better this year, but it's definitely a conversation between you and is with you, your family. Do they want to be in videos, your spouse? It's definitely a challenge for everybody.
And the biggest thing that it probably did was it actually deterred me from the parks, which was very sad because I do have the top tier pass, so I don't have blackout dates.
Oh.
And I went 3 times between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and 2 of the times were to film. So,
But you avoided all those obnoxious crowds, so
Yeah.
that was the good thing. Omicron actually made me a little glad I wasn't going, but
So Vlogmas saved your life? You know?
What?
Vlogmas saved your life.
whoa.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? So we come to my last question, which is probably the question that is in every single viewer's head right now. I'm gonna read all your minds right now. Would you do it again?
Ooh.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Okay.
I do it in a heartbeat. Part of it was, for me, it wasn't as difficult as it could have been because I do produce a lot of content, like almost daily content. Yeah, I produce a lot. So just adding those extra days, I don't know. It was like fulfilling to do something that had a beginning and an end, and which is fun. I enjoyed it. I also would like to say that talking about things that I would recommend is watching other people's videos. A lot of people have different ideas that I borrowed. I told them that I would borrow it, so but like I think about Disney Pin Love did a video on memories, and I kind of customized it to my experiences, and I thought that was one of my favorite videos that I did over Vlogmas. Was based on something else that somebody had come up with.
Awesome. Matt?
I absolutely would, because I really like structure. I feel like I'm more creative within a structure, and that, like, doing Vlogtober 2 years ago now, heavily informed like my Great Movie Ride Marathon last year, and ultimately a big structure that I've loved for my channel. So like structure is a really important thing to me. The only thing I would change is giving myself more time. But like I said, now since history repeated itself, I've had 2 Christmas seasons with my channel where I've had so many videos and so many things I've wanted to do that I just haven't had time to do. So even though it's not like I wouldn't do maybe editing on the day, but I have enough content that I genuinely want to talk about and want to put out there that just for the sake of doing that, I absolutely would. And I think it's just a really good, going back to what I said about structure, I think putting yourself in that pressure cooker is like the best way to learn about yourself as a creator and as a YouTuber and about your process. That was the best thing that came out of doing Vlogtober was, like I said, I figured out what parameters exist for me personally in terms of my turnaround time, in terms of what I'm capable of doing in a set amount of time. And it's just, you learn so much going forward with doing more stuff with your channel. So I think it's amazing as long as you pace yourself and don't burn out.
Yeah, that's burnout, man. That's
Mhm.
all I hear about at school. Burnout. Nina.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. Like people are saying in the chat, I think, like Chloe mentioned, making sure it's not interfering with any family life or, you know, even kind of what you were saying, Morgan, that it's not becoming a stress on your life. But I think, you know, I have a channel because I like to express myself. So doing this gave me that outlet and helped me be accountable for that kind of goal that I have to be able to share things and help me to show up for it. And something Lauren was saying about watching other videos, I also got a lot of inspiration watching other niches. Like I like BookTube. So they would do save one, drop one with books. So I was like, I'll do that with Disney movies. Like you can get ideas, seeing sometimes when you step out of Disney and go into other places, you can get, it kind of re-sparks the passion because you see new stuff. So that I just wanted to add into.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jake?
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. I want to think farther out of the box about what it is that I'm putting up before I do it again. So I actually want to spend part of this year, early in the year, just brainstorming some ideas. I don't even know what that looks like. I just want to, you know, the competition.
Be in my swap again? I know, Jake.
100% I'll do your swap again. That's absolutely, as long as we don't have to post it new. Nobody posted new. We already discovered this. Yeah.
New.
Well, we'll work on you this year. But yeah, I definitely want to think outside of the box and think about, like, you know, what is going to distinguish some of the stuff I'm doing from the 8 million like see my Disney Christmas ornament videos. And don't get me wrong, I love a good Christmas ornament. I mean, it's one of my favorite, you know, collections, but there's a million of them. And so how can you, you know, Matt, hearing you talk about structure is like my love language. So like thinking like through like how it fits within a framework that maybe tells a whole story through the 25 days. And I don't mean a literal story, but has like some connective tissue rather than these blips. So I definitely would do it again. I love the challenge of doing it. I love the reward of feeling like I accomplished it, but I definitely want to put some like reflective thought into what I'm doing.
Awesome. And Chloe?
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. This is our second year we've done our version of Vlogmas. And for me, the structure is good because I am a procrastinator. So to have that like deadline of the next day I have to, or the day of, to get something up. So like that does push me to do it. And also I found that the last 2 years, it's kind of reset my editing skills. So over the year, I kind of take longer and longer to edit a video, which should not be taking me as long. And Vlogmas, you don't have that time to be taking hours and hours. So I learned faster ways to edit or new tips and tricks to kind of get things done. And that's been really helpful to me. So I think it's been good for our channel to have that reset every year with Vlogmas. So I'll definitely do it again next year. I just definitely need to plan a little bit better with the content, so I'm not scrambling as much.
For me, I'll never say never, but I got the badge, and I feel like that's enough for me right now.
Do Vlogtober.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of doing it like maybe some version at another point in time. The only issue with Vlogtober is it's right around like end of first quarter, school.
Vlogmas in July.
I mean, hey, I currently have nothing to do in July.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I also think like I did a lot of live streams, and I had some people say like, oh, you're not really accomplishing Vlogmas if you're doing a live stream. And I don't think you should like let people tell you
Hard
what is gonna
disagree.
be
Yeah,
Hard
those are like the
disagree.
people that tell you audiobooks aren't reading. It's still a book. I still read the book, okay? I just consumed it differently. Like
Yeah. So I've actually thought of different versions of Vlogmas, like maybe doing a live miss. I don't know that anyone's ever done that where they just go live every single day of Vlogmas. I know Pete McDevitt's like basically live every day. But I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love him, but like maybe doing a live miss or something like that, or maybe 12 days of giveaways. I don't know.
Ellen?
Ellen, I have so much, I kid you not, I have so much Disney merch that I have either purchased and decided, wow, I really don't want this, or or I was just like, wow, this would be a really great gift for someone, and then I send off the gift and I look back and I'm like, oh no. Still have it, still here. So who knows, that might be a thing. But yeah, I'm happy, I'm so excited you guys came on. Thank you all 5 of you for being here for this chat. And I think everyone that has been in the chat commenting and asking us questions, we really appreciate it. But I think it is that time to sign off for Vlogmas and put Vlogmas 2021 behind us.
Ooh.
And look forward to the new year. So I'm just gonna have you guys restate your channels, say anything that's coming up on your channel you want to advertise to the people. It's your time to shine, and then we'll say goodbye. So Lauren, you're first up.
All right. Well, like I said earlier, I have a new segment on my show called 0 to 60, where we'll be reviewing the 60 films from Walt Disney Animation Studios. Do a lot of unboxings, do a lot of hauls. Come join us for the fun.
Awesome. And let's go, Matt.
All right. So yeah, again, my name is Matt. I have 2 degrees from Teacup 41. Weirdly enough, the next video that I'm planning to shoot is actually a goodbye to the holiday season video. So it's like my belated goodbye Vlogmas video. And then after that, like I said, I'm going to go full force once the Oscar nominees are announced, and then just do video reviews for as many of the films as I can see. Hopefully live stream chats talking about those movies. But I also have a review coming out for the new Macbeth film from Joel Cohen, which was incredible, alongside some Funko content. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. So check us out.
Awesome. Chloe.
So yeah, I'm Chloe from Chloe and Dan, and like I said, we have our trip vlogs from our November trip where we went on a cruise with Virgin Voyages and then went to Walt Disney World after. So that's what's coming up on our channel, and then obviously some unboxings and some magic mail. So definitely come over. We have our pug Joy, who makes an appearance in a lot of videos, and she's super cute. And obviously Dan's in a lot of them too. So come on by.
Awesome. Nina.
Hello. So I'm Nina from Wrestling with Disney. So it's a great blend of wrestling and Disney content. And my cat Buster does come out a lot. My mom texted me. She's watching from home and she wanted to say she likes the backpacks in Jake's background. So shout out to Mom. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. And finally, Jake.
Your mom has some good taste. I'm Jake from Jake's Disney Afternoon, and I do a lot of vintage and 80s, 90s content. And it is actually, this past week was my 1-year YouTube anniversary. So I have a 3-part series coming up with a giveaway. The first part is up. The other 2 were supposed to be up, but COVID. So as soon as I'm feeling a little better, I will film those, but you're definitely going to want to go check that out. It's a really cool giveaway and got some fun things to say. So yeah, go check it out. Thanks.
Awesome. And I'm Morgan. This is my channel. Everyone's channel is going to be linked down below. Definitely check them all out. Today I had my last Bippity box for quite some time that just posted. So definitely go check that out. I got my Grail Jim Shore. So I'm so excited. I cannot stop staring at it. It's like right across from me. So I keep staring at it. And then coming up on my channel, I got a lot of different things coming up. I'm currently doing some challenges for the new year. So I'm challenging myself to run a 5K. I'm challenging myself to eat better. I'm going on a 30-day no fast food strike right now. I'm on day 5, but it feels like 20. And I have a lot of fun Disney live streams that I'm going to be doing, some restaurant reviews. I have all of my 50th vlogs that need to come out still, and my big birthday vlog. So stick around for those, and I'm going to have a giveaway soon.
A
So
lot of good stuff.
yeah,
Ooh,
lots of
That's
good stuff. And
exciting.
I appreciate all you guys for sticking around with us for this. And I thank you guys all so much for coming on. And as always, I hope you all have a magical day. And I'll see you on the next one.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks for being here.
bye.